Gaffer, that was a nice chance. The dogs would have done for thee in a twink, and then they'll blame me. Come along, Gaffer, into the hut. There's bread and wine to fill thy belly, and then they'll tell me where that comes from and what the troubles have been.
I pray that Zeus and all the gods of heaven grant you your heart's desire, for this is a kind welcome of me.
It's my way to be generous. I learned from my master, you know.
Friend, who was it that was your master? You speak of him like a person would speak of Zeus. You say he died to take toll for Agamemnon? Who is this man? Maybe I know him. I have traveled a long way, you know.
No, Gaffer. Nobody who brought news of the man could make his family believe it. They are all conniving men who want to see what they can get. They don't tell the truth.
Since you refuse to believe that your master is still alive and well, I will not just tell you. I will swear on my grave that Odysseus will return. Odysseus is rising, and he shall take vengeance upon all who here dishonor his wife and proud son.
Gaffer, I will never pay a cent towards the reward of that news. Odysseus is dead, no doubt about it. I feel sorry for Telemachus. He grew up tall like a young tree. He went off to Pylos for news of his father's Odysseus.
Let's go to bed.
Don't dally in this valley, Telemachus. Remember your estates and the bullies in your house. They will eat up everything among them. You must leave Menelaus if you want to find your mom still at home, unharmed and unseduced. Her dad and her brothers are pursuing her to marry Eurymachus. She wants to enrich the man who marries her, but who is she to enrich if her father isn't here? Also, the suitors, they are plotting to kill you before you set forth in Ithaca. Listen to me, Telemachus. Listen and remember. They will wait for you to the strait between Ithaca and Samos. You must keep your ship away from the islands. Now go, Telemachus. Leave this place.
I must leave at once. I have left no guardian with my mother, and I need to go home to her.
Ah, Telemachus. I see. Must you rush, boy? Go make the boys some breakfast.
No, it's all right. I just need to go.
Before you go, here's a robe. My daughter Helen made it to remember her.
Thank you, sir.
Men, go get this boy a chariot and be off.
Well, that was a big bird.
Telemachus, O blessed light of my eyes, I thought never to see thee more. Send gate to Pylos in yon ship. Come the reed, my son. That I ma warm my ear be gazin at the traveler new comes fro foreign parts. That doesn't come oft to the farms. That keeps close in the city. Well, every man has to his taste. If that like looking at yon murderous mom, oh Mary, come quicks.
That I will. I came just to see you and ask the news. Is my mother still in the house, or has somebody married her? Is my father's bed buried in cobwebs for lack of sleepers?
Still in the house? I should think she is, patient as ever, but her days are filled with sadness and horror.
I'll be right back.
Prince Laertes, you are a man ever ready. Now is the time to speak to your son. Hide nothing from him. Contrive with him death and destruction for the pretenders, and then return to the town. I will be with you through the fight to come.
Hey, Dad, I'm leaving. I have to show myself to Mom. She's been really sad lately. I must beg for your dinner, and I have to keep up with these guys.
But I do not wish to be kept here. A beggar's business is beg for a bite.
So you have come home, Telemachus, light of my eyes. I never thought I'd see you again after you went to sea to Pylos. Tell me, what have you heard?
Mother, stop crying, please. Go upstairs and take a bath. Calm yourself down.
My son, I think I will go up to my room and lie down on my bed of sorrow, which has always been drowned in my tears since Odysseus left us.
Well, Mother, we don't have to overreact.
Here's a procession, rags in the rear and tatters in the can. It's always like as the proverb says. Where did you pick up this dirty pig, you dirty pig man? The beggar, this nuisance, this spoiled sport? He'll stand and rub shoulders on many a doorpost, begging for scraps. He's not the sort that goes begging for my lord's guest gifts. I'll tell you one thing that you'll find true. If he pays a visit to Odysseus' house, he'll find a shower of footstools flying about his ears and barking at his ribs. He will be pelted out to the place.
Luck has brought this nuisance to spoil our dinner. Just stand clear, will you, and get away from the table. Or you may wish you were in Egypt or Cyprus.
Upon your word, your heart's not like your looks. You wouldn't give a grain of salt to your own housekeeper out of the pantry.
You shan't leave this hall with sound skin up to that piece of rudeness.
Get away from the door, graybeard, unless you want to be dragged out by one leg.
I don't do you no harm, good man. There's room for both of us in here, you know.
How dirty the hawk's tongue does run like an old kitchen wife. I would love to punch him around a bit, knock out his teeth, give him some bruises. How can you stand up against young men?
Guys, here's a new sport brought by Zeus to our very doors for our very amusement.
No, guys, we settled this argument. No need to fight. See?
Well, there's a reason for the fight.
Hear me, you proud man that seek my hand. You have laid siege to this house, eating and drinking all day and night, as long as time while my husband has been absent, and not one word you could say for yourselves, but that you wish to make me your wife. Now then, if you wish to take my hand, you must take my dearest Odysseus' bow and string it. You may take the bow and pass it around.
Come on, man.
It is I, Odysseus. I am here in my own home after 20 years of being on a long, hard journey. And this is how I am welcomed, watching these dirty fools try to fight for my beloved wife, Penelope.
Well, how do I know it's really you, Odysseus? Telemachus' father, Penelope's husband, and a hero of war. Show me something. Proof. Master, it's you, Odysseus. You have returned.
So the great game is played, and now for another mark, which no man has ever hit. I will see if Apollo will hear my prayer and let me strike it.
Telemachus, no, I will not believe that this man is my husband. Why would he be? It's been 20 years. Nurse, why don't you move my bed out in the hallway for the night? For this man is to sleep in.
Penelope, dearest Penelope, I know that you know that the bed is rooted into the ground. It's absurd for you to say that.
Odysseus, it really is you.
Here you are, Master.
You are like this, so she gets